What's up everyone? Welcome back to the Yacht Addiction YouTube channel, or if you're new to the channel, welcome. My name is Tony, and today we're going to be touring this brand new Explorer yacht from Ocean King Explorer Yachts. I'm standing up on the foredeck of a Ducale 120. This is a steel-hulled Explorer yacht that combines tremendous performance. You have a fantastic range on this one, combined with luxury amenities all throughout. In addition to all the features on board, you have a very warm and inviting interior. You have multiple pools on board, and this yacht is truly set up to travel the world. The length overall is 36.2 meters, or around 118 feet and 9 inches. It has a beam of 8.5 meters, or 27 feet and 10 inches, and it has a draft of 2.35 meters, or 7 feet and 8 inches. And don't worry guys, we're going to try to see every single area. We're starting up here on the foredeck because it's a little less busy. It's currently a very busy time at the Cannes Yachting Festival. So if you were familiar with that backdrop, that is Cannes, France, or Cannes as some pronounce it. I've heard both. So we're starting up here on the foredeck, and we might have to take a crazy route just because of the clients on board. It is what it is. So all the way forward, of course, you'll see your anchor equipment up here. You have extremely large cleats as well. And then you'll see on either side of this foredeck, you have a teak table with seating that wraps around, and they also act as some smaller sun pads. So, same thing on the opposite side. And then if we turn around, you'll see a Portuguese bridge and the angled windows to the bridge. We're gonna head inside the bridge later on in the tour. We're actually gonna work our way back, but I will point out you do have wing stations on either side. Guys, the sky lounge and the bridge deck on this yacht, it's honestly an incredible area. So I kind of want to breeze past this, but don't worry, we're going to come back to this. Maybe you'll see a little sneak peek of it. But we're going to head down the stairs to the main deck. You'll see you have the foyer area. You have a door right here to the side deck, as well as a day head. So I think we're actually going to head down and start with the guest cabins. You have 4 guest cabins down here. You can see the beautiful accent lighting and the stone in the walls here. So you have a really large landing. And we'll start with the smallest cabins, which, I mean, nothing is small about these rooms. You have 2 single beds. Then of course you have your closets, the TV up on the wall, as well as the ensuite. Lovely finishes, of course, in this area. And if we move across the hall, you'll find that this is mirrored to the other. And these are single beds, but they're really kind of twin and a halves. They're really large beds. And then, as mentioned, these are mirrored.
Semi-customs, and this was the first of this model. Yes, you have orders for another similar. From this one, right now, you can see our drinks.
Now, if we move aft on the ship, you have another set of mirrored cabins. So these are the twin VIPs. Extremely large TVs up on the wall. I love the detailing in the ceiling here. Basically, you have the headboard with the lights that wraps all the way down. Then once again, beautiful finishes in here. If you've been a fan of the channel for a while, you know I love these mirrors with the strips of light in them. Double vanity, of course. Rainfall shower with a pretty good sized window as well. And then behind the door is where you find the toilet and bidet. You have your closets right here behind their mirrored panels. And then we have another mirrored VIP right here. Guys, everything on this yacht you can just tell from the fit and finish. Obviously that's hard to see on camera, but these semi-custom yachts are built to an extremely high quality. all Ocean King does is build these steel Explorer yachts. I don't know if I mentioned it earlier, but this does have a steel hull.
Good. These are twins too, so we will see this. The other is exactly the same. This is the VIP.
And it also has an aluminum superstructure. So, you know she's built to last. So, let's see if the main salon and dining area is clear now. Obviously you can see it's one single room. So you have your dining table right here. You have that same detail work in the ceiling. You have that soft Alcantara-like material up there. You also have extremely large windows. These are floor-to-ceiling windows. And then beyond that, here you'll see the main salon. Let me show you from the opposite angle. And then this main salon features these massive glass doors that you can completely open up on either side, granting you access to the side deck. You have the same thing on the opposite side. And you also have these really large glass doors that, as you can see, you can completely open up, really connecting the aft deck area to the main salon. And guys, if the audio sounds a little bit different, don't worry, you're not going crazy. There was actually some music playing on the yacht. I'm just gonna voice over this minute or two, and then it'll cut back to the live recording. So we're gonna turn our attention to this beautiful aft deck. As you'll see, you have the extremely large L-shaped seating areas on each side, and then you also have the two small tables in the middle. And then I did mention earlier, there are two pools on this yacht, and this one is the saltwater pool. Of course, you make your way on board to this yacht via the passerelle that you can see right there. And then I love the twin staircases on each side of the pool. The back of this yacht just looks tremendous. You have a very stunning profile with the dual staircases surrounding the saltwater pool. And then over here on the port staircase, there's actually, you can kind of see the cutout there. There's a powered lift, and when this lifts up, that's actually how you access the tender garage, which is just below and in front of the pool. And then it's kind of hard to make out, but once again, on the side of the yacht, you'll see the cutout. This is actually where the garage opens up, so the tender can be released on the starboard side. Once again, a shot of this aft deck. Running through some traffic, you know, at these boat shows, things get a little crazy sometimes, but we're walking through the main salon. We obviously already saw the dining room. And then at this point, the owner's suite is clear, so that's where we're gonna head next. So, first thing you'll see, you have this beautiful glass desk on the starboard side next to these huge windows. And guys, check out this closet. I love the accent lighting. If you've been a fan of the channel for a while, you know I always point out the accent lighting, but just look how stunning this closet looks. Then of course, this is the full beam of the yacht. Let me give you a nice slow pan around the corner, where you'll find, of course, the owner's suite. Once again, that same Alcantara and light strips in the ceiling, and that matches the headboard. You also have the backlit TV. You have huge windows right here as well. And they also, because they have this mirror over here, it also makes the room look so much larger than it actually is. Although, let's be real, this room is huge. You could put some sofas here, you could put another desk, you could put dressing tables, you could honestly put so many things on this side or the other. Currently, they're just empty. So you do have some customizable options there. And then your ensuite, of course, is forward. So you have the toilet and bidet on this side, one of the sinks. You guys, love just the little details. Like I said, you have that accent lighting everywhere you look. And then you have this huge walk-through shower. And then you can walk through it to a mirrored vanity toilet and bidet on this side. Look how big this window is in the ensuite. Guys, I know we're taking a crazy path, but comment down below. I want to hear your thoughts on the styling and the interior design so far of what you've seen. Also, if you're enjoying this Ducale 120 so far, make sure to like the video. It helps out the channel more than you could ever know. I greatly appreciate it. And if for some reason you're not enjoying yourself, Comment down below. Let me know why. You know, I always like to engage with everyone in the comments. One more shot of the closet. And then back to the foyer area. Now, I know I sort of breezed past it before, so now let's head up to this bridge deck. First thing we'll see is the day head on this level. Now, I think we'll step forward into the ultra-modern bridge. You can see the forward sloped glass of the windshields. Then you have 3 large screens, technically 5 because you have additional screens right here for some of your systems. You also have the little settee right here, of course. Side access doors that lead you up to the foredeck, which is where we started. Here you can just see a little shot. And this leads you back to the Portuguese bridge, as well as you do have the other wing station right here and a staircase that leads down to this side deck. Additionally, the captain's cabin is located just aft of the bridge. Fairly common to see on yachts these days, especially in this size range. But one thing I noticed is he has really nice finishes in this room as well. Accent lighting in the ceiling. Large window. And then a nicely finished ensuite as well. It's always nice, and I always like to call it out when I see it. It is really nice when a builder has nice finishes, or at least above average finishes in the crew areas. It's not something you always see, so I like to call that out because I think it's well deserved to point out whenever you see that. So here's the bridge. Now we're gonna move back to one of the coolest areas on this yacht. If we step through here, it almost looks like we're heading outside, but this is a true inside-outside area. Here you can see your modified sky lounge. You have this huge, and I truly mean huge, sofa right here. And this area can be completely closed off. Once again, similar to down below, you have these glass windows and doors. You can see how they're currently all back right there. So from 3 different sides, you can open up this space completely. And I truly mean completely. Once again, you just see the pillar. You can see your alfresco dining area, which is outside. But of course, you could close this area up if you wanted to. And then out here, you actually have a cinema or a little movie theater. If you look up here in the ceiling, obviously you have more of that Alcantara material. But then right here, you'll see there's a screen that pops down. And then if you look over here, conveniently placed behind that panel, you have a projector. So you can transform this into a movie theater. And whether you want to watch with it fully enclosed or fully exposed, it's an ideal setting either way, depending on the weather. And then also this screen that comes down, it is double-sided, so you can set up a viewing area out here to look back towards the screen so you can watch movies from either direction. Now obviously we've seen it, but here is an alfresco dining area. And then you have tons of options when it comes to what you want to do out here. Right now they just have some stylish freestanding furniture. But on these yachts, they can put whatever you want here. So you do have a lot of space to work with. And then before we head up to the sun deck, we're actually going to head forward and take a quick look into the galley and crew area. You'll see right here that there's a little prep space for the stews. And then there's a hidden staircase down here so they can easily get around the yacht without interfering with the guests. You have a side access door so they can get out to the side decks. You'll see how this is connected to the main dining room. And then turning around, here is where we find the galley. So you have your wall of cold storage. Really professional grade appliances, as you can see. And then of course, let me give you the opposite angle. Even this room has the beautiful accent lighting and a large window as well. Thank you. And then guys, down this staircase, I'm just gonna get a quick shot. Here you can see a shot of the crew mess, their TV up on the wall. There's a ton of storage out here as well. You have a sink. You have more cold storage, looks like 2 more refrigerators and freezers. And here is an example of one of the crew cabins. Really spacious, and once again, finished to a really high degree. And has the similar tile work as you saw in the captain's cabin. So you have this cabin right here, and then you have a couple more on either side. Then I did want to quickly also show the laundry room. Then over here, another set of refrigerators and freezers. So, I think that's really important to point out, just because this is an Explorer yacht and you can go in extremely long range. Obviously, having the capacity to hold all those perishable items, that is an important element of a truly well-designed Explorer yacht. So, plenty of cold storage, as we saw these 2 extra sets. And then you have 2, 4, 6 crew members down here, as well as the captain's cabin. Thank you to the crew of this yacht for letting me invade their space a little bit.
Exactly.
Now we're going to head back up this crew stairway. So we have one more deck to check out, and that is the sun deck, of course. As you can see, you have 4 sun loungers right off the back of the yacht. And this, I must say, it is a fantastic vantage point of the rest of the Cannes Yachting Festival. We're currently towards the end of the super yacht extension, so there's basically super yachts as far as the eyes can see. But without getting too distracted, you have the hardtop overhead, and there are glass panels in this hardtop. And then, of course, another seating area. In this, once again, the furniture can be customized to your liking. You have a bar area with, of course, your sink, ice makers, and refrigerators. And then you have sun pads flanking either side of the second pool. And the second pool is freshwater. So you have a saltwater, you have a freshwater option. So now, I'm trying to think. I think we've seen every single area that's supposed to be enjoyed. We've walked through the main deck, seen all the guest cabins, seen the incredible bridge deck. So now I think we're going to head down towards the engine room. I don't think I said it before, but you have the side gates on either side, of course. Thank you. So, because there are a lot of people on board, I think the crew is hiding out right next to the engine door. So, thank you to them for opening this up for me. Of course, you're going to have water makers, huge generators, all of the proper equipment for long-range voyages. And then on either side, you'll see the 2 MAN engines, or MAN engines. These are D2868 LE425 V8 RAT B engines. Whew, that's a mouthful. Your top speed on this one, it's not the fastest yacht in the world, but obviously it's not designed for that. Your top speed is around 14 knots. And if you drop it down to 9 knots, you're looking at a very impressive 7,500 nautical mile range. With all that cold storage we saw earlier, I have no doubts that this yacht can make a journey like that. We step over here. It actually looks like the hatch is open to the garage that we pointed out before. So this is how you get in from the opposite side. So there's a little peek of the tender in there. Of course, you have your bonding system to monitor all of the ship systems. And I'm very impressed as well with the height of this engine room. You could be 6'6" with zero problems walking around in here. That's a very impressive feat. Obviously, you have to crouch down a little bit when you're coming up the stairs, but hey, it is what it is. Thank you. So, let's give you one last shot of this beautiful super yacht on the main level. So, I think we've done it. I think we've seen every single area on board. Guys, I'm extremely impressed with this Ducale 120. Ocean King did a fantastic job with this one. Let me know what you think about it in the comment section down below. And of course, thank you to Ocean King for granting me access on board and coordinating the tour. I know there was a little bit of chaos in the beginning, but hey, I appreciate you sticking with me and all the support you guys leave. I hope you have a great rest of your day, and we will catch you next time.